Mm-hmm. Oh, let me go. I should have fixed this before I went live. One sec. Here we go. Had to put some more light on me. Mm. So. There we go. So. Everybody, what's up? Anthony Moore here, back on another day of breaking bread with y'all, going live. And today's word is actually a good one, known as orderliness. The quality of being well organized, systematic, and neat, involving the habit of keeping things clean, tidy, and in their proper places, leading to efficiency, less stress, and a sense of peace by adhering to plans and methods. So, that is a very great word used in this circumstance as I am back in my hometown, Buffalo, New York, where one thing that I am very different from prior years is I'm very oriented, very orderly, as I live out a calendar and I hold all my family and friends to the same standard. By doing so, I make it a priority to myself to put in spaces for giving autonomous time and energy for that moment of whoever it is of whatever's going on, whether it's out to eat, whether that's just kicking it in the house, and everything far in there in between. And by doing such in that orderliness, you're able to create something known as freedom. I believe freedom is the ability to do as many things as possible in as little as possible time you have while being consistently effective over the long term. That's where the clean system, that's where the least amount of scatterness, virtually none, plays a role because everything is ultimately placed. If you want to get ahead, if you want to be as optimal as you possibly can, I would definitely say living out a calendar is something you should do as well, and your orderliness will for sure be heightened. And don't let that go over your head. Now, today is day 46 of 75 hard, year two. And I spoke about it before, but year two, the number one thing that has stood out like a sore thumb is me looking at me in that mirror, doing things and actions that can further me along, not taking part of actions that slow me down. See, many people are curious of or ask, what how much shenanigans can I do to still move forward? Where in my mind, I'm like, how much progress can I make to get farther ahead? There's a reason why you have in season and off season when it comes to professionals, because during that off season is the time where you're going to do other things that you probably wouldn't have done in season. All right. So this ultimately comes down to a conscious decision you must consistently make over a long period of time that eventually become a part of your subconscious and overall your identity. All right. Your identity is key. Without your identity of who you believe you are, connected through your daily actions taken over a long period of time, you're essentially nothing. But we all strive to be something, and that takes effort. So, this word of orderliness, please don't allow it to go over your head. Now, it's also another day being sober as we're at 234 of 365. Sobriety is nothing more than a consistent decision made over a long period of time. All right. You must continuously ask yourself, you must continuously ask yourself what it is that you're doing such action of not drinking for, and then stand on it day in and day out. All right. Eventually, what started out as hard will be easier. Eventually. All right, because it becomes a part of your identity and who you are. and you just keep adding more wins. And next thing you know, you're looking in the mirror and seeing somebody that you always believe, but now you can visualize and see. All right. And that takes time, that takes daily action. All right. Don't let that go over your head. Now, making it this far in the video, hopefully you like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel. You always know how I say. The more you interact, the higher chance somebody else can be blessed with these words to make their life better. And finally, always post on YouTube every single day until 1,000 subscribers is amassed. Okay. You see, I'm not going to stop. Is it hard? Yes, content isn't easy. But how bad do you want it? Straightforward. What are you willing to sacrifice to get it, to be better? And if you stay down long enough, you'll eventually look up and see an abundance of the sacrifices that have compounded to something very few can say they've done for themselves. So it's Thursday. The day's winding down as it's later in the day. Long day. But life doesn't care. Figure it out, get it done. Thank yourself later. Now, that being said, never ever forget. It's another day to get a W, and it's another day to be great.